but my friend has just moved apartments. I'm actually coming here to get my hair done. What do you guys think? I mean, it's not really that much that we can do. Like the wide leg pants. I wanted to do sort of like a mini Q&A. Vlog. I feel like I always start the vlogs in the same exact position. I'm just sitting here right now having my morning coffee for the day. I woke up and I had quite a sore tummy, like my digestion was not good, and so I woke up this morning and had like a warm lemon water when I first woke up, and then I just waited a little bit to have my coffee because oftentimes coffee isn't the best when you have a bad tummy already. So that's what I've been getting up to for the morning. It's been a bit of a slow one because I didn't feel too good when I woke up this morning. I plan to have a really productive day today though. I need to do a few things this week, but I think the admin things that I need to do outside of the house, I'm gonna leave them for tomorrow. I'm gonna do them tomorrow. I have to get a few things dry cleaned. I have to get, and I should really learn this skill myself, but I haven't, and I'm quite embarrassed about it because my mum is like an avid sewer. Like she sews so many things, just like makes things, and I feel like I'm quite a creative person, but I've just never learned how to do it properly. And I'm sure it's not that hard, but I just have never done it. I don't know why. But the hem on my pants is coming down, so I need to fix that. I'll either like order a little sewing kit on Amazon or something, or just get them to do it at the place because I don't know if I'll have time to do that this week. But yeah, that's my Monday today. I'm gonna try and get at least 3 articles written today, just so I can like get on top of things and feel super productive for the week. I am going to film the neighborhoods in Milan video. I know it's been a long time coming and a few of you have asked for it as well. It is coming, so I think I'm gonna do that this week. I think that would be sort of just a really insightful video for some of you guys who are wanting to move to Milan. I might even do like a mini Q&A later on today or something, just with like all the questions that I have in my Instagram DMs at the moment, because I feel bad when I don't get back to everyone, but it can be very overwhelming sometimes. So often I just send like voice messages back, or I just don't get back to people because there's just so much. And I'm sorry if that's one of you guys, but I can definitely do a Q&A and answer some of your questions in this video, so stay tuned. I might either do that later today or one day this week. Anyway, it will be included in this vlog anyway. I don't know, I might even go to the dry cleaners this afternoon if I have time, but yeah, that's the plan for today, and I'll check with you guys later. Good morning guys, it's Tuesday today. I completely didn't vlog yesterday, and I think it was because I was just so like in the zone when I was doing work, because for the past probably almost week I've been complaining that I haven't got enough work done, and I've been super behind on my work for the week. So yesterday I completely wrote off vlogging. I did a bunch of admin stuff that I'd sort of been putting off for a while. I booked myself a hair appointment for tomorrow. I want to get it cut sort of quite short, I think, because I haven't had it done for such a long time. Actually, the last time I cut it, I did it myself, I think in June last year, so it's been quite a long time since I've cut it, and it's sort of just, you know, it starts to feel like just a bit too heavy and it's a little bit annoying. So I'm gonna go there tomorrow. I found this salon, it's in a neighborhood called Brera, which is, it's quite like a stylish neighborhood, I guess you would say. I was doing a little bit of research on this particular salon, and apparently it's where a lot of people were going during fashion weeks and stuff like that, to get their hair styled and things like that, so it should be good. Like when I was here the first time in Milan, I think I only got my hair done a couple of times, and I didn't even care like which salon it was at, because I just sort of like went to the one closest to my house. I don't really know why.
But I mean, guys, I cut my own hair, so I was gonna go really different and get like bangs, but I think I would just get too annoyed at that because I get really annoyed really quickly and also really bored really quickly, so I don't think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of work to do today and admin stuff. So I booked my hair appointment. I need to call the bank to make an appointment because Milan has just gone back into an orange zone now. So that means that if you want to go to the bank or like do anything sort of admin-y, you have to have an appointment, like going to the post office or going to the bank or whatever. It's frustrating because my document is obviously not an Italian document. I have to go into the bank to open an account, otherwise I could just do it online if I had like an Italian ID or an Italian passport or something, but because it's from Australia, they have to like verify it and stuff. So I thought it might be useful to some of you guys as well if you're moving to Milan, wanting to open an Italian bank account, to I guess like go through that process with you as well, because it's the first time I'm doing it. I sort of just like was using my Australian card because there's no transaction fees or anything with it, which is really convenient, but it's just like when I would go to the ATM, that's when I would have to pay the fee, like the bank fee. So, and in terms of work as well, it's good if you have an IBAN, which is like, I guess it's sort of the equivalent of a BSB and account number sort of mixed together, and that's what forms the IBAN. So if you get a job here, for example, they always ask for that, so I thought it would be good just to have one. It's going to be a pretty chill one at home. I was gonna go, like I really wanted to go to a cafe to work, but you can't like sit at bars when it's an orange zone, so I'm sort of like stuck at home to do work. But my friend has just moved apartments and she overlooks like city life and like a bunch of beautiful things in Milan, so I really want to go there at some point and see her new place. So I don't know, one day this week I'll probably organize to go see her and see her new place. When Milan changes zones, or like when they change the restrictions, they have to last for at least 2 weeks. So preparing for the next 2 weeks to be sort of like this, and I'm going to be at home a lot more. We did go to the bar to get takeaway croissants and coffee this morning. I've got my breakfast in here. It was so cute. We went to the bar and we woke up quite late this morning, so we were just gonna go and like get a coffee, because we were like, oh, there probably won't be any croissants left, because usually at this time they don't have any left. And we were like, there were 2 left in the little thing, and we were like, what flavors are these? And she said albicocca e vuota. And it was so cute because they're literally the 2 flavors that we always get anyway, so it was like they were there waiting for us. So I always get water, which means empty, so it's just like a plain croissant. I just prefer it that way, unless I'm like indulging in something specific. Then I really love the pistachio crema di pistachio, I think it is. It's so good, and they put like crumbled pistachio nuts on the top of the cream, and it's like so delicious. Eat my breakfast, drink my coffee, and I'll check in with you guys later. So I'm just in Brera at the moment. I've just arrived here. As I told you guys yesterday, I'm actually coming here to get my hair done. So the place that I'm going to is called Brera 13, and I think it's just down the road here. But I'm gonna insert a photo probably here of like what I'm kind of after. Sorry, I'm literally out of breath. But I'm gonna insert a photo of what I'm after. I just want to get quite a bit cut because it's grown so much since I did it back in June last year. So I'm gonna ask if I can film in there as well. I don't know if they'll let me, but hopefully I'll just say like I have a YouTube channel, and I'll just ask if I can film some things, some clips while they're doing my hair. But let's see what they say, and I'll check in with you guys either when I'm in there or when I finish.
What do you guys think? I'm super happy with it. It was so nice in there. He did it like to perfection. I'm so happy with it. Feels so smooth, and you know that feeling after you get a haircut and it's just like so soft and light. Oh, I feel so good now. Areas of Milan to come. It's like a super classy area. They have such beautiful apartments here. I'm not really doing it much justice, but they have so many beautiful apartments here, so many beautiful shops, and the hair places, and just all the shops in general are so beautiful. Like if you just look around me, there's like so many lights, like fairy lights, beautiful restaurants, places for aperitivo, although at the moment is an orange zone in Milan, so we're not doing much of that, but I can't wait for everything to like open back up again, because I spent so much time here. In 2019 when I was doing my exchange, I was here so much to like come out for drinks and things like that. Yeah, it's just super beautiful, and I can't wait till the nightlife sort of like livens up and everything is like sort of back to normal. But I think I'm just gonna go for a bit of a walk, explore for a little bit, because this is the first time that I've been back in this area since I've been back in Milan, which is so weird because I used to come here all the time. But I'll take you along with me a little bit. So I was just walking around for a little bit, but I really need to have a drink of water and head home, I think. So my boyfriend is just using my laptop for his meeting with his professor, so I was trying to kill a little bit of time before I went home. But I think I'm just gonna go home now and get something sorted for dinner, and yeah, I think that's it. I'll probably end off the vlog here for today, head back to the station now, and I'll check in with you guys tomorrow.
Allora, prendi delle fragole o no?
Good morning everyone, happy Friday. So I really haven't been up to very much this week, and I haven't done a lot of vlogging. I think I told you guys on Wednesday that Milan became an orange zone just on Monday, so it had started on Monday. Yesterday they announced that it would become a dark orange zone, which basically means, I think, that like when you go grocery shopping and things like that, you can only have like one person per household. So the rules are getting a little bit stricter, and you can't really go out as freely anymore, which sucks, but just means the vlogs won't be that exciting. Like I won't really be getting up to too much. I have to finish my work for the month. I've got about 3 articles to write, and then I have to plan all my content for May. So it's only March, but I'm planning all my content still for like a couple of months in advance, just because with editorial it sort of works like that. Like you sort of have to have everything pre-planned and pre-organized. So that's what's happening with that. Sorry for making like really distracting noises. I'm just like cleaning the kitchen while I talk to you. I have a lot of cleaning to do actually around the house, because I can't even put things in the bin apparently. I have quite a lot of cleaning to do around the house, because I usually do it on Sundays, like a big clean. I'll do a big clean every single Sunday. I'll do the bathroom, the kitchen, vacuum, mop. But on Sunday this week, I really just didn't get around to doing it, because, I mean, on Sunday it wasn't too bad. I did like because I do sort of like a rough vacuum every day or every couple of days. But I do like to do a big deep clean at the end of the week, just, you know, so you can go into the week nice and fresh. I didn't do that this Sunday, so I have to make sure that this coming Sunday, it's Friday today, so in a couple of days, I'm going to make sure I smash out all my work that I have to do today. And then on the weekend is just gonna literally be a cleaning weekend, because I mean, it's not really that much that we can do because of the restrictions and everything like that. So kind of taking it slow. That's kind of the update on life here in Milan at the moment. Absolutely beautiful weather. It's such a shame you can't go like sit outside at a cafe or a bar or something, but I mean, that's just the way it is at the moment, which is frustrating, but what can you do really? I'm gonna sit and have my coffee now, have a little bit of chill time. My action plan for today, I have no order at the moment, but I need to first have my coffee. I need to work out. I need to write 3 articles, shower at some point, plan my content schedule for May, start contacting a bunch of brands. We also did a big grocery shop yesterday. One of my absolute favorite things is having like a full fridge. I don't know why, I just love it. Like, we went to the markets, and when you go to the markets, you know, you obviously have just the fruit and vegetables sort of by itself, like standing alone. And so when you put it in the fridge, it just looks so fresh, and you don't have all the packets and plastic and all the stuff that usually comes with the fruit and veggies when you buy it in the supermarket. So that's what I really love, like just looking at my fridge, and it's literally just a rainbow. I love it. I think I told you guys that I wanted to make like open a bank account this week, but the bank that is close to where I live, which is where I originally wanted to open a bank because it's just like easier to open one that's close to where you live, you know? I tried to call them so many times because the thing is, like, I want to open an account, but because my passport is foreign, I can't do it online, so I have to call them to make an appointment. So I tried to call this bank probably like, not joking, probably like 30 times, no response. I tried like all hours of the day, no one answers the phone. And then I went online and I checked like all their reviews online, and everyone says the same thing. So I was like, well, I'm not going with that bank. So I changed banks to a bank called Fineco, and I just called them now and I made an appointment for Monday to open an account. So they were really, really good, answered the phone the first time. So I would highly recommend if you want to open a bank account, go with Fineco, because their customer service is much better. It's a bit of trial and error sometimes in Italy. That's fine. I did that. I'm glad that's done this morning, but I'm gonna go quickly have a shower. I've just finished my coffee. I'm gonna have a shower, go pick up my pants from the tailors and my blazer from the dry cleaners to get that out of the way. And then I'm gonna come back and get stuck straight into some work. So that's my plan for this morning. In a country as a foreigner, there is a lot of paperwork all the time. I feel like it just never ends, but that's what I get for moving overseas, I suppose. That guy that I just spoke with at the bank was so nice. She just called me again just to make sure that like I knew where the bank was, that he was located. Oh, so nice. I love when you get nice people that just make your day. Anyway, I'm about to head now to the dry cleaners just to pick up my blazer and have a little walk around in the sun. I might even go grab another coffee just to take away. But yeah, I'm gonna get outside for a while and enjoy this beautiful day while it lasts, because there is not a cloud in the sky. It is the most beautiful day here in Milan. But before I leave, I'm gonna show you guys my outfit. Obviously I only have a singlet on at the moment. I'm just literally ducking out, but I'm gonna chuck on my coat and show you guys what I'm wearing today. So I feel like I definitely would have shown you guys these pants before. I'm pretty sure I have. They're one of my favorite pairs of pants, and they were so inexpensive. These ones are from Uniqlo. I'm not sure if they actually still have them in stock, but they're so nice. I think they're called like the wide leg pants, and then it's literally quite warm outside, so I don't have many layers on at all. But I've just got this little black singlet and my big black coat that I got from Zara. So even though it's not that cold, I think it's still winter here in Milan, so we're dressing accordingly. But the sun is so beautiful outside, so it's going to be really nice and warm. And yeah, still loving my new hair. Thank you, Christian at Brera 13 or Brera 13. And yeah, let's head out. I've just got back from doing my little errands for the morning, and I told you guys, I think on Monday when I first started this vlog, that I wanted to do sort of like a mini Q&A on questions that I haven't answered on my Instagram. So I've had a few DMs recently, and I suppose I get a lot of the same questions a lot of the time, because obviously I talk about Milan and living in Milan, life in Milan and things like that. And obviously in 2019 I studied at Università Cattolica, and I often get questions along the lines of like, what was university like? What was your experience specifically at Università Cattolica? What is the student life like? How's everything during COVID, etc, etc. So I've got a few questions here on my Instagram that I haven't answered, and I'm just going to go through a couple of them with you guys, just so if you had one of these questions or a similar question, then hopefully this can answer that for you, because the more detail I can give, I feel like the better it is, because some of you guys might be able to relate. I was answering questions that people left on my Instagram.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, which kind of questions?
Just like questions about Milan and things.
Huh.
So I don't have to answer them all individually, I can just like answer them all in a little
That's nice.
video.
Yeah.
Oh. Nice hair.
Like
See, are you in my video?
Huh?
Do you want to be in my video? Okay.
Oh.
I like your hair. It looks nice. I just went out because I had to get like pick up my stuff from the dry cleaners, and I went out and got the bread rolls as well for tonight.
Great.
We can
That's
eat.
great. What should we eat now? Risotto with pumpkin?
Let's see, vero.
Oh god, plenty of
That was like
Sweet.
me. And I sweep it all off the floor.
broccoli. Okay, keep going. I'm gonna have a shot.
Ah, bene. Didn't you shower this morning?
Huh?
Didn't you already shower?
Yeah, well, there's plenty over there. They are everywhere.
Okay.
I need to.
Va bene. So I might not read out people's names because people might not want their names read out, but I'll just read out the question in general. So it says, hey, my name is blank. I live in Berlin. I applied to Università Cattolica for communication management. It inspired me so much to move to Milan, and I wanted to tell you that I love your videos. Thank you. I was wondering if you have any tips on finding an apartment somewhat payable in Milan. I'll probably be moving there in September, and I'm a little overwhelmed. So I get a lot of these questions, or along the lines of these questions, and I think the university semester starts in September, so a lot of people I think will be coming just before that or around that time. And I wanted to explain that a little bit and that process a little bit, because I know that I made a video about it quite a long time ago, but I know I have some new people on my channel and you might not have seen that video yet. So what I would do is I would start with the Facebook groups. Now there are so many useful Facebook groups that you can find. I think when I started my search, I looked at one called Bocconi Rents, and that was a really good resource because even though it's Bocconi Rents, it's not just students from Bocconi. There were people from Cattolica that were staying there and things like that, and it's basically just like a lot of student accommodation. So people who were studying at a university would stay in these apartments. So you would be sure to get roommates that were studying as well, and it kind of gives you like a better student life, as opposed to if you're just on your own trying to find an apartment, for example, which is one of the mistakes that I made. So don't make that mistake. Start with the Facebook groups, because one of the other reasons why they're really good is because you can bypass the agency fee. So a lot of the time when you go through real estate agents or sites that are already in English, for example, the real estate agent will charge you a fee. Whereas if you go straight through the Facebook groups and direct message people who are already living in that apartment, for example, you can bypass that fee and save yourself quite a bit of money. And oftentimes it's better anyway, because you know you already have roommates that are also studying, and they're most likely going to be Italian or like another international student. So you'll get a really, really good experience that way. So once you move in, you'll get to know people straight away, and it will just be a much more seamless experience for you. Whereas if you sort of go in by yourself and you intend on like living by yourself, for example, I found that it was much harder to meet people that way. So if you don't want to go through Facebook groups, Bocconi Rents is one, but they should have, you know how they have like various different ones, similar pages like alongside the side tab of Facebook, for example. So you could have a look at that. I'm sure you could find there are so many groups because so many international students come to Milan to study. So there's so many Facebook groups sort of set up dedicated to that particular thing. The second thing I would talk about is real estate sites. If you're looking for convenience, or I know a lot of the time the rooms on the Facebook groups go really, really quickly. Real estate agents can be really convenient and useful because it's sort of a much more organized process, I guess. So if you wanted it a little bit more official and have just a real estate agent involved to make the process sort of a bit smoother, I suppose you could say, I'd look on sites like Idealista. I found that to be the most useful because, especially if you don't have much Italian or knowledge of Italian language, it's very easy to filter through if you have like a specific budget in mind, or if you want like a specific size place or a specific location. It makes it really, really easy to filter through. I'm not sure, I think you can translate the site to English if you want to. Obviously you don't have to if you do already know Italian, or it's not difficult to find like, you know, basic words like stanza or things like that, and just translate them so that you understand what they actually mean. I feel like if you're on a budget, I mean, my first location that I lived was sort of in the Navigli area, and I lived in a studio apartment, but to be honest, like I wouldn't recommend doing that just because you sort of limit yourself to meeting people. And I think that it took me a while to actually move out of my comfort zone because of the fact that I was living alone and I didn't have anyone to sort of motivate me to, you know, push me to go out or to meet people, and it was a little bit more difficult doing it by myself. I found that I didn't actually do that until, I mean, even though I met people that I met, you know, through orientation day and things like that, it wasn't until later on in the year that I went to, it was sort of like an integration weekend, and I met a bunch of people there, but that wasn't until September. So I think they had one like at the start of the year as well that I didn't go to. But yeah, I would have made my life a whole lot easier if I had have sort of done that earlier. Another one that you could look into is immobiliare.it. Also quite easy to use as well. Not as much as Idealista, but it's like all certified and everything, and it's quite sort of easy to filter as well, but I do think I prefer Idealista. I actually found my apartment, I think, through a site called Grumia, which was good because it was all in English, and I actually got set up with a really good landlady. So whenever I had issues with the apartment, I would just text her straight away and she would be really onto it really quickly. I know a lot of landlords you can get that are a little bit can be hit and miss, but just be really careful with that. And also in signing contracts, make sure you read everything and make sure you actually see the apartment before you sign anything, because oftentimes they make you pay up front like a couple of months worth of rent, and you don't want to be doing that for somewhere that you haven't yet seen, not 100% happy with, because a lot of the time as well there can be like little things like the hot water isn't working properly, or you know, various things like that that you just need to look out for. I think in that question I covered quite a lot of things, but I'll just answer one more that I feel like is quite broad as well. It says, hi Kaija, I run into your YouTube channel because I'm doing research for Milan. I live in Argentina. First of all, that's so cool. I'm probably going to do an exchange program with my university to Universidad Católica. I heard in one of your videos that you go there. I was hoping you could give some information on what the COVID situation is over there, and as it is an important factor when deciding where to do an exchange. True. I was wondering whether the university is in person or virtually. Okay, so at the moment, I'm pretty sure all or most universities have either a mixture of online and virtual classes, or they're completely virtual. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of universities that give you like the option to either go to a physical class or do it online. But I think now that Milan is in an orange zone, there's no physical face-to-face classes. I'm pretty sure everything's online because all like the libraries and the university facilities are closed. Yeah, I would say the situation right now is quite unpredictable. It's hard to give you any solid advice when it comes to that because things are always changing, but I feel like that's going to be the same wherever you go. But I feel like, or with Milan at the moment, even in red zone, the things are still sort of open. Like you can still get takeaway from cafes and do exercise outside and things like that, but in terms of making the most of the student life and things like that, it is a bit hard at the moment, I think. But I think that'll be the same sort of wherever you do exchange. But I think like if you were coming for the first time, I'm not gonna lie, it probably would be quite difficult to make friends, just because, like, I mean, unless you moved in with roommates and you know you already had a sort of set up network here, I would say that it's pretty difficult because you can't really go to organized events and things like that like I did when I first came to Milan. I found that to be the easiest way for me to make friends, and also through the language course that I did, because there were so many different international students in that specific class and our base language was English, so that's how I met most of the people when I came the first time. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to say when classes will be face-to-face again. Obviously, I'm not at the university anymore. I was only there in 2019, so I can't really speak to that too much, but I would say it's quite unpredictable at the moment, and it's hard to answer that question, I guess, well, or any more than I just did. So I'm gonna stop there for the questions for today, because I really need to get some work done. So I'm going to sign off this little clip here and get stuck into some work. And I might make this like a little feature on my channel each week, just because it becomes a little bit too hard to get back to everyone, especially in a lot of detail. And on Instagram, it's sort of tricky as you have like a time limit on your voice messages. So even though that feature makes it easier to communicate with people, it is still a bit limited. So I find this is the easiest way. So if you do have any questions, just leave them for me on Instagram, my Instagram DMs, and I'll definitely get back to you in one of the vlogs in the future.